Good afternoon. Everybody can hear me? Yes. Well, you soon will when I start talking. I'd like to welcome everybody, and I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, and our very distinguished guest, and in particular, my old friend at the back there, Mr. Pierce, and well, there's a few people here I know, and a lot of people here new to me. So I'm here on behalf of, well, probably say Alison Anderson, but I'm here on behalf of CAT, because, you know, we pride ourselves at CAT for all those years. With our chairperson Bray there, he's one of the traditional people from Alice Spring, and he's one of the founding members with Mr. Bruce Walker, and there's a few, you know, there's a few of us passed away, of course, but you know, you can't keep a good man down or a woman. We've got Jenny Croker there, she's been with us for a long time. So anyway, so you know, so I think I'll read Alison's apologies and this thing she's wrote up. So, and she got about 4 pages, and as you know, she's pretty busy up there in the Parliament in the Northern Territory. So yeah, so I hope she wins the fight there. And last of all, I'd like to pay my respect for the, you know, the Kaurna people, you know, and all the Aboriginal people from South Australia, because one of my sayings, when you go into other people's countries, especially interstate, you know, you got to respect them, respect their people, respect their laws, and respect their land, because every Aboriginal people got their own tradition and they got their own laws. That's, you know, we're not all the same. And I think you people should, you know, I think you know that anyway, being in the university and teachers and that sort of thing. But anyway, I'll get on with it. This is Alison Singh. First of all, I must pass on my apologies for not being able to attend their schedule this evening. Unfortunately, pressing political matters require that I remain in Darwin, when I would much rather be celebrating this event with you. My thanks are due to Bruce Walker and Peter Renan for their kind invitation to the launch of alternative interventions this evening. And congratulations are in order, not just for the I'm getting tongue-tied already now, compliments and launch of this book, but for the enduring history contained in it, more than 30 years of operations in this Central Australia. This book is particularly relevant for me because my own history in Central Australia is tied to the Centre for Appropriate Technology in many ways. We have worked together from the time I was a board member through to my time as ASIC Commissioner and currently as a member of the Northern Territory Legislative Assembly. Real constellation and engagement of Aboriginal people has always been at the forefront of CAT's operations. Its methods of operations, as much of its products, are what we have gained. The organisation has a strong reputation among remote community members. CAT has always been about working in partnership with the people on the ground, observing, listening and learning. And I think we got a couple of old workers here, Mark, and I think, you know, they can vouch for that. However, this doesn't mean that CAT has an easier run than other communities, development organisations. Far from it. While CAT's strengths have always been in its ability to develop effective working relationships on remote communities, it is never simple to reconcile government priorities with community priorities. Community development organisations anywhere would experience fluctuations in productivity due to outside influences, and CAT is no different. Changing partnerships and alliance, as well as competition from other service providers and conflicting philosophies, all factors into the remote operating environment. It is often said that change is the only constant. Sustainability across these great periods of change is impressive. I think CAT has achieved longevity. Yeah, that's another word I can't say. because the organisation as a whole has been driven to involve Aboriginal people and promote their direct participation wherever this is through training, planning or project managing development in their own communities. The CAT board and management are willing to listen to feedback from their clients and incorporate those comments into better products from the bush. Staff get out onto the communities and develop a clear picture of our Aboriginal, I'm losing these pages, there's too many people living at the moment. The technology they create is appropriate for that time. However, that doesn't mean that CAT is ever stuck in time. We have watched the focus on remote technology develop over the years, from VIP toilets, hand pumps, hand crank washing machines to housing designs and solar power. All these technologies have worked to help remote Aboriginal people live more easily and healthy out on their land. Aboriginal people recognise that CAT was out bush doing work on remote outstations long before there was much government work happening there. Community people still point to projects from more than 20 years ago at Wadanguru and identify them as CAT's work. There is practically a shine to CAT's toilets on the community. Well, Bruce can tell you that better on the spot. This is only one example of the lasting impact of CAT in Central Australia. Why is the relationship between CAT and remote communities so enduring? I believe it is because the relationship is based on mutual respect and open communication. Can't say that word either. CAT has always promoted the positive side of remote community life while asking, how can we help to make it better? Which is true. Significantly, CAT has focused on the daily lives of remote Aboriginal people and identified where mainstream Western technologies are not a good fit. In some cases, new technologies would involve a simple adjustment. Other times it would require a more elaborate process of constellations. And research, and eventually the result would be a solution to a real problem that people have been experiencing every day. The ultimate success of CAT has been these transformations in remote community daily life. CAT has played an invaluable role in progressing community development in Central Australia as a local non-government organisation. It has developed a deep understanding of remote community needs and has been devoted to local community varieties. CAT's overriding purpose have always been to empower Aboriginal people to lead independent lives where they want to lead them. It is unfortunate that this purpose is at times confounded by the mechanisms of government, whatever. Yeah. 30 is a long time, and this book documents an incredible body of work over that period. I know that CAT has reached another turning point in its history. I look forward to seeing what CAT partnership with remote communities will bring in the future. My congratulations again to the author, Alan Main, and to all involved in the documenting of CAT's history. Thank you. And I'll just say something, on behalf of CAT, that if you ever go to Alice Spring, go around to the CAT's office and our workshops, and and come and have a look, because there's things there that even government people are, well, I'm probably guiding for ourselves, but yeah. But I reckon if you ever come up that way, go around to the CAT office and meet the people. But and it's hard time with this government, so yeah, we hope to be there for another 30 years, but who knows?